should be live. Hello guys. What's up, what's up, what's up? Kita bentar lagi kan yang itunya udah 6.30, 15 menit lagi. Sambil nunggu kita nyari material trace-nya. Helsin. Oh, ada double reward. Nice, let's go. Double reward, pretty good. Pretty good, right? Pretty good, pretty good. No. Meow. Ntar sambil nunggu ginian kita cek dulu ya YouTube-nya style 9 menit oke, 9 menit 30 detik. Oke. Adalah waktu buat grind sih. It's fine. Cari material bentar doang. Besok kan lanjut lagi main Dev the Diaper. Gue juga harus ngedit yang itu kemarin stream Starel 3.3 sama yang ngegacha Safari. Gacha Safari buat jadi short salah itu. Okay. Let's go. Ada double reward. Heck yeah, baby. Buat Hyacin ya. Hyacin belum max. Hyacin kemarin ada double sih kan. Ada jelas kenapa. Udah gitu item sepi banget. Karena kenapa sepi bu? Udah Hyacin bener. Itu kebanyakan nih bener. Pretty good. Itu berapa lagi sih? Ntar tapin dulu sih hasilnya. Yang kepin masih si ini yang Safari. Udah selesai server. Build target. Oh ya, dispatch. I forgot dispatch. Dispatch. Ya bisa, boleh yang ini lagi. Strike. Ya, Hayasin. Okay. Berep, 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 berep. Lumayan, sedikit. Bisa lah ya. Vaksin. Miau.
涙へっへっ触れてあふれるバレたかお待たせしないように雲を払って晴れ渡るさらば一人なら嘘でも万人なら本当だよすべて
捕まった。Go. Jeder. Iskamata. Honkaiだよ。Bam bam bam. Dep. Bareta kah? Di game ini malasnya reliknya doang sih sebenarnya. Relik, disk di internet, echo diubah, semuanya bikin malas. Luck stat gue tuh nggak bagus. I hate it. I fucking hate it, bro. I despised it. Nyari equipment yang pas. So shit. Substrat yang jelek. Dapat ini yang cocok. Substratnya pas mulu. Emang karang bercanda mulu. Tahi namanya. Okay, one more time. Well, berapa menit lagi sih? 1 menit lagi. Oke. Udah. Dispatch. Yeay. Wow. Let's go. Yasin. Ngemaksinin dulu aja kali ya. Brup. Speed ini, speed. Naikkan speed. Penting naikkan speed. Tuh harus nyari ginian juga ya. Damn it. Oke. Ntar. Yang penting Saveru udah. Bam, max. Tinggal reliknya doang gua benerin. Dogs reliknya biar startnya ampas pokoknya. Luck lu nggak bagus sama relik. Always. Always bad, you know. Waiting for Honkai side to start agree. Gitu tunggu aja. Ganti dulu screen. Gamenya tuh. Oh, udah. Gamenya gua exit dulu. Deng, 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 deng. Oops, ini mentu pos. Let's go, 4 menit. 3.4 KEBIN sama Fate ya harusnya. Reng. Update-nya kapan sih ini? 3.4 nih. Streamnya sekarang minggu depan kah? Minggu depan apa 2 minggu lagi? Di sini minggu depan ya. Let's go. 1 menit. 1 menit. 1 minute guys. 1 minute. Gua kira hujan. Dengar suara hujan, gua kira hujan. Tererere. There we go, 10 detik. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Loading system. 100%. Lady Aglaya, udah gak ada Lady Aglaya-nya juga. Trailer? Trailer tuh.
神々よ、ご覧ください。オンパロスは勝利を収め、再創期が間もなく訪れます。
Ligus.
しかし、本当にそうでしょう
Is
か。
that truly the case? Haha, Ligus.
最近エルシオンの景色が
Ooh.
マブダの裏をよぎるんだ。
最後の一人
KEBIN
として再創生の偉業を成し遂げてください。
新世界は必ず訪れる。
Let's go, KEBIN.
黎明を灯す。星々を燃やし尽くす。諸国
Oh, ulti baby, let's go. Pinocchio Holy Grail War, let's go. Seiba. Let's go, let's fucking go. Seiba.
もう少し手応えがあると
Acha. Oh my
緊張
god.
した。逃げ場はない。
Ceritanya gimana Pinocchio Holy Grail War?
セイバー
Ada
汝は
si tuan
の黎明が
Lancer, itu Lancer bukan tadi?
灼熱の太陽を背負い続ける。
死者を花から呼び出して
Iya Lancer bener.
全てを手に入れる。
Ada Lancer kak.
背負わないといけないんだ。
キノコニーの伝説はあれど英雄はいないと。
お任せを。
私見ました。壊滅。これにて完成。宝石の余震をもって来世に
Oh my god. Holy shit. Langsung kode. Harus ada ya Lancer. Oh my god. Ada Lancer. My god. Lucu betul nih. Ada Lancer. Fucking hell. Bener gue liat Lancer. Lancer. Bener Lancer tuh. God form ya si itu juga kan si siapa namanya?
Hey, Mr. Albert?
Hello.
Albert.
Oh, but
And whether or not you have a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.4 for The Sun is Set to Die special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
Rebooting really does solve all problems. Now we can introduce ourselves. Hi, everyone.
Right
I'm
on.
Fine. I'm so
KEBIN.
happy to be on the special program.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anaxagoras.
Nice to see all of you again. Did you miss me?
Oh, of course we missed you. Well, dear guests, welcome to the show. I have been looking forward to this special program more than anything else. The way the story in the last version left off had my heart racing.
Yes.
The burning sky
Sure.
and the fall of dawn. Akuma was the last place under Kefali's protection, but now it has also sunk into Evernight.
All of our Chrysosaur companions did everything in their power to buy precious time for the
Kenapa kayak
Trailblazer and
ginian setupnya?
Finan, so they could return the very last core flame to the vortex
Duduk
of
di-
Genesis.
Itu
We
kan di
already
bawah
found out the truth.
Windows.
So what do a few sacrifices matter? Every
Duduk di tas
Chrysos heir
bar.
was prepared for this. You just need to boldly take that last step toward the Era Nova.
But in the trailer just now, it seems like Finan is gonna go through a lot. I
Yes.
saw a few scenes that looked like flashbacks, and I think I
Iya,
even
kayak
saw a
ada
different form of
Alicia,
him.
The
yes,
truth of
Oti.
Amphoris is about to reveal itself. I assume everyone can already tell that all that's happened in Amphoris is not as simple as it seems.
Indeed. For example, when we went to fight Aquila, we noticed that the Eye of Twilight seemed unusually high-tech.
And when the Dawn device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis started showing
Yeah,
strange
Ngebug
textures.
anjir.
It was like the whole world was peeling off.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we take a look back at our whole journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues we have. First, at the end of the 3.3 story, the geniuses reveal that the source of Amphoris' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
It has something to do with that erudition god beyond the sky, doesn't it?
Erudition.
Even though I don't quite
Erudition itu
understand
siapa
these
sih?
principles,
Nama
this
godnya.
breeding ground, which switched from following the path of erudition to the path of destruction, must be hiding secrets beyond Era Nova.
Yeah.
In addition, that Tin Man Ligust is also pretty
Yeah,
suspicious.
Ligus.
He and Finan had a pretty significant conversation in the vortex of Genesis.
Actually, I was already suspicious of him when
Ligus
he
tuh
said
sebenarnya
he could
siapa
fix
sih?
the Express and send the Trailblazers back home. Well,
Iya, dia
the
bisa
man's coming
benerin
on
Astral
now.
Express kan.
Based on my
Kapal.
interactions with him, Ligus doesn't seem to have any desire to oppose the Chrysos heirs. Rather, he only wishes to quietly observe everything as it unfolds.
Could it be that everything that's happened so far is exactly what he wanted to see?
Probably.
That title, Theoros, does mean spectator. If we combine this information with what we know about the relationship between the scepter and paths, maybe Amphoreus is being used as a chessboard by people from beyond this world. And Ligus is one of them.
Oh, you're
Jadi
exactly
ini apa
right.
namanya?
If the situation in the cosmos
Bukan
is like a game of
chess,
chess,
buat
then
tempat
Amphoris is a
eksperimen,
trap
anjir.
that set up the checkmate. But who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe the chess pieces themselves can overturn the board. The hero's Era Nova could affect the worlds beyond the sky, and the Trailblazers' choices may also determine the future of the universe.
Apa tuh?
But before the Era Nova actually arrives, there's no way to tell what it will bring. The Trailblazers have already done so much for Amphoreus. I don't want them to have to experience the unknown of Era Nova.
As someone from beyond the sky, they already risked a lot by taking on a demigod's divine authority. If something were to happen in the Era Nova...
No, we can't let them stay. They have to listen to Finan and go home.
Well
Gimana
said.
caranya?
The Trailblazers won't betray
Aglaya.
However,
Because
their
Apple
fate
must.
will still be tied to that of Amphoreus. They'll be returning to the battlefield with a very important mission.
On the other hand, I suspect many of our audience members, like me, have some questions about Finan.
Iya.
That Finan we saw in the Vortex of Genesis at the end of the 3.3
Godnya,
story?
God form.
Why was his name hidden?
Maybe that Finan isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Maybe.
I'll leave the specific details for everyone to find out themselves in the game in version 3.4. I've actually got some other information to reveal to you.
What kind of information?
Following the story's progress, as I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version. In these records that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphoris's true nature.
Before, As I've Written was like a storybook, keeping record of our friends' stories. Now, even its appearance has changed.
Jadi kayak tablet
Feels like
anjir.
something big is about to happen.
Bukan
It looks
buku.
like it's turned into some kind of database.
You can use this system to unlock even more of
I see, I
Amphoris's
see.
secrets.
Indeed.
That's right.
True.
Aside from the
I see.
major updates too, as I've written, the long-awaited skip dialogue feature, which was previously announced, is finally going live in version 3.4. Story
Pretty good.
dialogue can now be skipped by section, with plot summaries and the main characters that appeared in each section displayed along the way. Now you can choose the pace of storytelling based on your own preferences. In version 3.6, there'll also be a story recap function. Stay tuned.
Masih
But
jauh
of
dong.
course,
3,6.
as we move into version
Tiga detik,
3.4,
story.
we shall take the final step of the prophecy together and witness the truth and the fate of this world. And the
Final.
myriad celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted at in the version
Shaoji.
3.2 preview is finally going live soon.
Destruction.
Oh, you mean what's happening beyond the sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and Aranova?
We'll have to keep it a secret for now.
Ya sih,
Meanwhile,
ya sih.
we'll be releasing an animated short.
Oh itu
This
ya.
animated short
Yang
contains
kitchen.
a very important part of the story.
Bukan,
in
atau ini
version
story-nya
3.4.
Painon, I see.
Can't spill too much here, but
Animated
I
short-nya
can give you a
Painon.
little teaser. This short will come with its own original theme song.
What the freak?
So don't miss it.
Original theme song, really?
Can't wait to dive into the new story already.
Really?
Next, why don't we turn our attention to our good friend Viden and take a look at his story together.
My god, let's go Kevin. Kevin. Duh. Pengen gacha Kevin, tapi pengen gacha Saber juga, Cok. Saber aja kali ya. Aduh, Kevin juga bahaya soalnya. Final. Kalau di skip kayaknya bahaya, Cok. My god.
What in the world happened to Finan to make him change this much?
This
What
is
in the world
nothing
happened
like
to
the
Painon?
warm,
I don't
sunny
know.
person we all know. Now he seems strange and formidable.
Oh,
Strange.
could you elaborate?
I remember when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Finan was one of the first Chrysosaurs to genuinely welcome them. And when danger came knocking, he always had our backs.
But behind that kindness and reliability, Finan carries the expectations of many. He is the deliverer chosen by the prophecy,
Dikasih
and Aglaya's
apel emas
hand-picked
mulu,
successor
golden
of the
apple
flame chase
itu
journey.
itunya Fluffy
Aglaya even used her own death to set him up for success by making the Council of Elders the focus of criticism and allowing Finan to step up and rally the people.
Yeah,
Rally
all
the
of us have
people.
high hopes for him. Some
Let's go,
even
Kevin.
call him the deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher, who barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if
Deliverer
everyone
boy.
just assumes that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious.
Well, yeah.
What was Finan like before he joined the flame chase journey?
Safari.
Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before
No.
the flame chase journey, guess we've got to go back to my hometown,
Oh my
Ides
God.
Elysiae. It was
Map
a
baru aja.
small,
Ides
remote
Elysiae.
village. Nothing flashy, but far away from the chaos.
Ooh,
Ides
sounds like a real
Elysiae.
peaceful place.
It was. And even though the village was small, everyone got along really well. there were also beautiful rivers and mountains, and even a forest. That forest was home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little, I'd go exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies. When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our swordsmanship. When we got tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff? Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look gorgeous too. Lying there surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
And guess what? You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore ID's Elysiae alongside the Trailblazer.
How? I don't know.
Became a warrior, joined the flame chase, and grew into the person he is today.
Let's go.
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes. You've really come a long way.
A long way
These days,
indeed.
Finin just gives off this heaviness. Like he'd still press on no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
Amphoris needed a hero, so he became
hero
one. The
that
Chrysos
everyone
heirs
needs.
needed hope and a leader, so that's who he became. Looking back at the main art for this version, even though Finan's face is still the same, his whole vibe has shifted. His gaze is now sharp and commanding, completely different from before. Now we're just one step away from the era Nova that the prophecy foretold. The deepest truths of Amphoris are about to come to light.
Era Nova.
What trials lie ahead, and what choices will find and make?
A hero's journey is never
Stories.
easy. But if the will in your heart is strong enough, no fire can burn you out. If anything, every trial is just a forge for an even brighter soul.
Sure.
I'm more than ready.
Well said.
Well said.
Let's let everyone experience it all themselves in version 3.4. Now let's take a look at how Finan performs in battle.
You got it. I'll first show up in the familiar form everyone knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. The use of my skill also grants me core flames.
Core flames.
Once I've collected enough of them, I can activate my ultimate.
Wait, so core flames only come from using your skill?
Not at all. Finan can also gain core flames when he's selected as a target by a teammate or enemy ability. If he is the target of a teammate's ability, Finan will deal even more damage.
When I use my ultimate, I'll create a territory and transform.
After transforming, Finan powers up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat and can't take action.
Oh, cuma ada Finan doang ke situ langsung. Oke.
All alone?
I see.
That sounds way too risky.
No worries. All the talents and buffs from Finan's teammates still stay active to provide him with much-needed support.
Exactly. After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans: Creation, Calamity, and Foundation, each with a brand new ability.
Care to elaborate on that?
What the
Tapping into the
frick?
power of the Creation Titans, I can deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. Calling upon the power of the Calamity Titans,
jadi
I'll
apa?
enter a special state called Soul Scorch.
Soul
In this
Scorch.
state,
Itu
I'll
ngebuff diri
force
sendiri.
all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stat. Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all enemies and then unleashing instances of damage on one random enemy.
What the frick?
The more soul scorch stacks he's got,
Dia sengaja biar di hit ya. My god.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which
Scourge.
deals my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable Scourge charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have been used up,
Balik
Finan
lagi
will
jadi
unleash
Finan
one
normal.
final blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory.
I
Finan's
see.
technique is pretty unique too.
What the fuck?
By casting it, Finan instantly strikes all enemies in a certain radius. If they're normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering a battle.
Wait, all enemies?
What the fuck?
Of course, power comes with a cost. This technique consumes 2 technique points.
Oh,
If the
makan
technique
2
misses,
poinnya.
it won't
anjir.
cost any points. Plus, when Finance in the team, the technique point
My
count
God.
goes up by
Ya,
3.
what's up?
When I use my
Halo.
technique to enter combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
Oh,
fuck?
I see.
What's up?
Now that
What's
we've wrapped
up?
up Finance combat abilities, it's time to bring you some updates
Shit.
on a few familiar faces. In version 3.4, Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and Jingliu are all getting some serious enhancements.
Okay, okay.
Let's go!
Happening!
Oh, Mr. Albert, please do tell us what's changing.
Let's start with Silverwolf. After the optimizations,
Apa
her
tuh?
ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies.
Oh,
instead of just
semuanya
one.
anjir. Let's
It's
go.
AoE now, not single target.
Iya, bukan single target.
Exactly. Meanwhile, she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup. On top of that, Silverwolf
priority
will
yang paling
generate
kiri,
extra
bro.
energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Okay.
That makes it a lot easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
Next up,
Kafka.
After the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. After unlocking certain traces, the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And using her ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks,
Jadi lebih sering
better
nge-follow
efficiency
up,
applying
anjir.
debuffs, and an
Lebih
overall
sering nge-follow
boost
up,
to
lebih
DOT
cepet
output.
ini DOT-nya juga anjir.
And now for Blade. After the update, he will deal damage to enemies based on his max HP. When Blade enters the hell,
Nge-scalingnya pakai HP anjir.
and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Sounds like Blade
Okay.
can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna spike.
Good observation.
Okay,
A change will happen to
okay.
Jingliu as well. Now she'll deal
Jingliu?
damage to enemies based on her max HP. Each
Ah.
time a teammate loses HP,
Jingliu sama Blade main
Jingliu
max
stacks
HP dia.
extra crit damage. After she enters the spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and her overall damage output climbs even higher accordingly.
Our old friends sure are getting some
Tahu dah
solid
makan lagi sana
upgrades.
kagak.
But with all these ability reworks, won't their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped
Oh,
kits,
ada yang
making
di-update
sure
juga idolonnya.
everything
I
stays
see,
in
I see.
But what if someone wants to stick with their previous version of their abilities?
That won't be a problem. You can switch
Bisa
between
pakai yang
our
lama atau
ability
enggak yang
modes
baru. I
freely,
see,
so
I
choose
see.
whichever version you like best. For more
Okay,
details, be sure to
okay.
keep an eye out for official announcements.
Bisa nge-switch.
Sounds good.
Pretty good.
Aside from the ability
Yeah, okay, I
reworks,
guess.
one more old friend of ours is getting something new this time around.
Oh, who is it?
Apa tuh?
In version 3.4, Firefly's brand new outfit, Spring
Okay.
Missive, is making its debut.
Okay.
Ah,
A new
look at that.
Skinnya Firefly.
Let's take a look at the video clip first.
Oh my god. Oke. Wah, bisa jadi beda sama.
With her school uniform on, Firefly looks more youthful than ever. And that firefly-shaped brooch on her chest, you can tell she put a lot of thought into picking it out.
My god.
Maybe she even asked for fashion advice from her fellow Stellaron hunters.
Well, Miss Kafka does have an eye for style.
Fucking hell.
I must have talked a lot about it behind the scenes.
Even her mech's had a makeover.
Sure.
You think she spruces it up during downtime to match her outfit
Gimana,
changes?
itu gimana anjir?
Totally possible.
Bisa berubah.
If I had a mech,
Mechanya.
I'd also probably coordinate it with my outfit. New theme, new colors. The whole look has to be consistent. You'll be able to grab Firefly's new
Sure.
look from the contract shop using Oniric shards. And again, please stay
Nggak-
tuned for
nggak
further
beli skin
details
juga
and
gua mah.
future official announcements. Next, let's
Oke,
take a
phase
look at
pertama
this
finance.
person's banners. In version 3.4's first
See,
half
okay,
event,
okay.
Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Find It, and the limited 5-star light
Panon.
cone, thus Burns the Dawn, will have a boosted drop rate. Also, a brand
Oh,
new 4-star light cone for the
Alicia.
Battle Reference, the story's next page is
Siren.
being added to the first half banner. At the same time,
What
we'll
the
also
frick?
kick off a
3B di
special
patch
war
pertama
event,
juga.
the limited 5-star
3B Sunday sama
Sunday and Sparkle are
Sparkle.
coming back. Plus, 5-star light cones if time were a flower, a grounded ascent,
fucking hell.
earthly escapade
Patch
will
pertama
return
ya.
as well.
Damn it.
In the second half of version 3.4,
Oh, Firefly
we've
patch
got another
keduanya.
round of special warp events. Limited 5-star characters, Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade will be back.
Firefly,
along with
Jingliu,
the
sama
limited
Blade,
5-star
okay.
light cones. Whereabouts your dreams rest, I shall be my own sword and the unreachable
I
side.
see, I see, I see, I see.
Two of our newly buffed old friends are making a comeback in this
Okay,
version.
okay.
What about Kafka and Silverwolf?
Ya Kafka
Here's a
masih
little
apa
sneak
gimana?
Limited 5-star characters, Kafka and Silver Wolf, will be back in version 3.5.
Oke,
Limited 5-star light cones, patience is all you need, and incessant rain will rerun as well.
Oke.
Also, 8 new 4-star light cones will be added to the Nameless Honor Rewards in
What the
version
heck?
3.4.
I see quite a few familiar faces on light cones. There are a few mini versions of Chrysos
iya.
Heirs.
Masih
Looks like
muda
Fun
semua
really
Crisis
does
Hair ya.
enjoy spending his days in the wheat fields.
My god.
Nature's mattress. Can't beat that level of comfort.
For sure.
My god.
All right, let's take a quick break. There's still more version 3.4 content coming. Your way.
Fucking hell. Holy shit. Fucking stack AF anjir bannernya suwe terkutuk dah. Udah ini cyber kayaknya. Ngomongin yang vet udah ini yakin gua. Yang collab.
Welcome back.
Origami
Let's take a
Ball.
look at the events in this version. A piece of good news comes from Panic
Oh
County
my
at the
god.
other end of the cosmos.
Balik lagi Origami Ball.
Clash is about to return in version 3.4.
Is that the Cute Match 3 game?
That's right.
Yeah.
International Peace Corporation has officially sponsored Origami Bird Clash and hopes to promote this arcade game full of Patagonian
Sure.
flavor throughout the whole cosmos. And the first step to starting that grand venture will be to open up the original shop arcade on the
Udah nggak
Trailblazers.
nyoba-nyoba doang ya.
There needs to
Udah
be
nggak
some
beta.
neat game modes for the game to make a name for itself, right?
Of course. This time, the two players will take turns acting on the same field, and every player has a set number of moves.
Oh,
Eliminate
fieldnya
four
sama
opponents,
anjir.
form bombs, and obtain extra moves.
You can also get extra moves when you swap 2 super bombs to trigger a combo elimination.
Bener-bener PvP jadi ya.
I see obstacles popping up on the field. How are we supposed to deal with those?
Not to worry. In this version of the Origami Bird Clash, there will be lots of new items that can help you in battle. For
Yeah.
example, Shattering Hammer can eliminate any individual fruit or obstacle. Spicy Bomb can turn a fruit into a bomb, and Reset Cube can reset all fruits on the field. Leveling up items will also make them more
What the
powerful.
freak?
As long as you pick the right item,
Itemnya-
at the right time, you can turn the tide.
Pasti ada yang lebih
and
OP dari yang lain
powerful
itemnya,
to your
Cok.
opponent.
Masih ada yang meta.
There are plenty of familiar faces among our opponents this time.
Argenti
That's
sama
right.
Boot Hill.
Trailblazers can still battle against many old friends in this event. In addition to participating in story challenges, Trailblazers can also do open challenges with friends from across the universe.
Oke, ya
This
ya.
multiplayer
Out
mode
multiplayer
won't
lagi.
end with version 3.4 either.
Cuma jadi satu board kan, bareng nggak beda board sendiri sendiri. Itu doang bagusnya.
Long-term co-op game mode.
Bener-bener pure
We're
PvP.
done slamming seals. Now it's time for
We're done slamming seal.
All right, let us continue with more version content. Our old friend Gift of Odyssey returns as usual in version
Oke, seperti biasa, give up Odyssey, 10 full, 10 full, oke.
The planar fissure and realm
Yeah,
of the
okay.
strange events will also
Double
return.
drop, sure.
Complete the challenges to get double rewards.
Tipikal.
In version 3.4, Stagnant Shadow,
Yep,
Shape of Cinders,
ada barang
will also
baru.
come online. And you can obtain the Ascension material, Charred Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the challenge.
At the same time, the planar ornaments, Arcadia of Woven Dreams, and Revelry by the Sea will
What
also
the
come
frick?
online. Trailblazers can obtain them in the Divergent universe.
Why did my seat collapse?
Dimakan Roma habis anjir kursi.
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game. First,
Outside the game.
annual
Hoyo
Oyo
Fest, I
Fest
see, I
Off-Road
see.
exhibition will begin in July. This year's event venues have been completely upgraded.
Okay,
The
okay.
events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast Asian
Alright.
countries.
That's right. We've also prepared a lot of event missions and new merchandise.
Hoyo Fest di mana
Please
ya
follow our
sekarang?
official channels for details about the events and
Oke.
tickets.
In addition, Honkai Star
Okay,
Rail will be joining
Anime
Anime
Expo.
Expo this July. Come visit the Star Rail booth and
Iya,
claim
besok
free
kan.
limited gifts.
A special panel for Honkai Star Rail will also be held
Hehehe.
at Anime
Ada Trust
Expo,
Test Boys.
featuring several special guests.
Please keep an eye out for more info and official announcements. See you
My
at Anime
God.
Expo.
Well, thank you all for your kind
Eh,
attention.
yang Fate collab mana?
We're almost out of time.
Jam
We're moving
8.
on to our next show in just a sec.
You seem mighty busy, Owlbert.
Well, I am a professional super host.
What's
Oh,
going
no.
on?
Oh, goodness, Albert.
no.
Hey, what's going on?
Ah, di summon! Albert di summon, let's go! Let's go, young Fate. Here we go.
As the concept of a holy
Gue
grail.
lama Venture ini anjir.
Welcome to the live stage of the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade.
Let's
Special
go.
program.
Fate, stay night,
long
baby.
time no see, everyone. I'm aventurine from the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Howdy, Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill, at your service.
Welcome, both of you. I, Albert, have apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail.
Iya, udah disaman.
This show's host today.
Albert, could your class be speaker?
Huh?
Son of a gun.
Son of a
That's
gun.
funny.
Maybe you two can call me presenter instead. That sounds nicer.
Well, presenter doesn't sound half bad. In that case, why don't you present the situation to our audience? Explain what you meant by summoned by the Holy
Assassin,
Grail
Berserker.
and why we've arrived at Penacony.
Caster, Archer,
Well,
Saber,
the
Lancer.
cosmos is full of surprises. Soon after the ripples of the Charmony
Apa sih
Festival
satu lagi,
calmed,
Anzir?
the Trailblazer received a secret invitation
Lupa lagi
from
gue.
old Odie, head of the Alfalfa family. It turns out
Saber,
that the
Lancer,
old Jen
Archer,
is planning a
Caster,
brand new entertainment
Berserker,
spectacle
Assassin.
called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Satu lagi apa sih? I don't remember.
Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Sudah lama tidak
Sounds
melihat
like the Holy
Aventurin.
Grail War is
Ya,
taking
ada satu,
place in
satu
Sweet Dream.
berapa pet sayang.
But I have
Dari 2
no
detik
idea
berapa
where
dia?
old Odie got his Holy Grail from. Let me give her a
Yeah.
brief explanation of everything here. It's said that the Holy Grail is a wish-granting chalice.
Oh, Rider,
that can
Rider,
manifest
ya lupa
any
gue
miracle.
anjing Rider.
And the Holy Grail War is
Ini
a
Rider,
maze graphic
Assassin,
for a king
Lancer,
now.
Saber,
As long
Archer,
as you win in the
Caster,
brutal
sama
contest
Berserker.
of the Holy Grail War,
Lupa Rider.
Grail can fulfill your
Iskander
wishes.
lupa gue.
Gum Wubba Boot Charmony Festival has only just concluded.
Baru juga beres.
New show already.
Hey, don't forget that Penacony prides itself on being a holiday resort. How are they gonna attract tourists if they don't have any events? Besides, didn't the last Charmony Festival have a little accident? I mean, that probably wasn't great for Penacony's image.
Hey, it's not
the
great.
family's definitely
It's
gonna
not
want
great.
to find another opportunity to generate some buzz.
Well, I heard that old Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail
Yeah, they
War
said-
into a new show that
Yeah.
rivals the Charmony Festival, therefore returning Penacony to
Sure,
the
sure.
cosmic limelight.
With dreams as the gimmick, the show is sure to attract a lot of money and a lot of dream chasers.
Sure, sure.
I bet old Odie is thinking of the same thing.
This Sweet Dreams
Probably.
and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted in Penacony. The 7 invited participants will summon famous historical figures to fight alongside them as
I
their
know.
servants. And
I
the
know.
final
I've played
winner
this
will
game
receive
before.
the precious opportunity to make their wish come true.
Chance to make any wish and any miracle come true. Well, that's
Yes.
definitely a nice gimmick. But
Nice
as we
gimmick.
all know, people die if they're killed.
Well,
Bullets don't discriminate. So someone gets caught in the crossfire.
Bro,
Rest
he
assured
said the
everyone
thing.
in these Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War production
He said the
crew hereby
thing.
swear
People died when they're
no
killed.
one's life will
Oh
be
my
in
God.
danger in the dream.
Bro.
Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
All right, all right. Well, since it's you, Owlbird, I'll believe it for now. So,
Ya terus ngapain?
who's participating?
To start off, the owner of the Radiant Feldspar, shareholder of Penacony Superstar, the Soul Glad Festivity,
Trailblazer,
our
baby.
dear Trailblazer will be participating.
Oh, so
Let's go.
the Trailblazer will be taking part in another adventure.
That's right.
Of
In
course.
addition, Miss Robin will also
Robin.
be part of this war.
Jadi
As
master
another
juga Robin.
Penaconian shareholder, the
Aventurein.
Interastral Peace Corporation's Strategic Investment Department sent me as their representative in the war.
The Galaxy Ranger Boothill
Ah,
will
Boothill
also
juga sama jadi
participate
master.
in this Holy Grail War.
Actually, I was just wondering, why is a criminal wanted by the IPC participating in this?
Micah got an invitation too, but he had no time for this. I can't turn a blind eye when someone's in a tight spot, so
Sure.
helping out
Jadi
was the
keganti.
least I could do.
Ganti
Looks
sama
like Mr.
Boothill.
Boothill really has formed deep bonds with folks in Dreamflux Reef.
Well, apart from those we've mentioned, are there any other special participants that we've been looking forward to in this Holy Grail War?
Siapa lagi tuh?
Of course. Apart from local Penaconian heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits will also arrive by the Grail Summon and participate in this Holy Grail War.
Saber, Archer, tadi ada Lancer di trailer juga ada Lancer tadi.
Saber,
Oke.
Archer, and
Saber.
Lancer.
Iya Lancer kan.
That's what I'm talking about. I wonder which heroic spirit will end up accepting a contract with the Trailblazer.
Now, see? This is how you attract attention. Now we're gonna get tons of views. That's
My
why
God.
you
Fuck
pay
off.
big bucks
Fuck-
to get the
Fuck you.
names. As to what stories will unfold in this Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War, and who will forge a contract with
Lancer.
who,
Iya kan tadi ada di trailer Lancer.
in the game. Here's a reminder that the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail will
Sweet
officially
Dreams and the
start
Holy Grail.
on July 11th.
Iya tanggal 11
Keep
Juli.
an eye out for it. Now let's learn more about Saber and Archer, our 2 heroic spirits from another world.
Oh, yes!
Saber's dress seems a little different from usual now that she's arrived in Penacony.
Well, this is the planet of festivities after all. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
Exactly right. The King of Knights new outfit was personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It retains their iconic blue and white colors.
And her iconic ahoge.
That's right. It retains the nobility of a king, and also emphasizes
King.
utility for a warrior. The
Artoria.
lines on her shoulders
Let's
and her
go.
cloak are straightforward, but the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion.
Oke.
As for how she looks in the game, well,
Oh my god, makan.
いつでも出陣できます。燃えかける騎士の魂よ。はっ。ストライクエア。クイズ。
Oke, Excalibur. Excalibur.
Well, butter my fudge and call me a biscuit. That Excalibur truly shows her strength
do you mean,
as a
Mateo?
king.
Oh, talk about fancy visuals.
And how come the King of Knights is always stuffing her face? Even
Stuff in her
Pentacon.
face.
Oh, looks like Pentaconian food is very much to her liking.
Ya
That's
gimana
right.
ya?
You can't fight on an empty stomach. Now, let's see how the King of Knights performs in battle.
Saber is a wind character following the path of destruction. Saber will gain a certain amount of core resonance when she enters battle.
Reactor
If she
core,
uses her
okay.
technique in the overworld, Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more core resonances after entering battle. When she uses her basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
The King of Knights is cautious as ever in this new world. I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal
Ya
damage to one
enggak nyebutin
designated enemy
namanya.
and the
Saber
adjacent
deh, bukan
targets.
Artaria.
If Saber has enough core resonance at that time, she'll consume core resonance to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself and increase her skill's damage.
Ah. In other words, you need to accumulate as much core resonance as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
Exactly.
Are there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber obtains core resonance and increases her own damage dealt.
Behold, the King of Knights has dispelled invisible air, barrier of the Wind King around her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air, Hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack into enhanced basic attack. Her
Ya,
enhanced
jadi
basic
aktifkan
attack can
weaponnya.
damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance.
What the
Also,
fuck,
during
okay.
battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
Ah. So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
Iya, di reset lagi
That's
dapat lagi
right. Not
Excalibur.
only does the sword bear the King of Knights past,
Reset
present, and
lah,
future,
apa,
but it
reset
also represents the
kan
noble
ada.
ideal
Lumayan
that was
juga.
held in the hearts of
Pretty
the
good,
countless
I
soldiers
guess.
who once
Pretty
followed
decent.
her in battle. Whew. All right, that concludes Saber's introduction. Now we'll move on to our next otherworldly heroic spirit,
Acha.
Archer.
Oh, seems like Archer cares about this Holy Grail war very much.
Yeah.
He put on a new outfit, too.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those decorations he had on his chest are now on his shoulders.
What sharp eyes you've got, dear guest. Archer's new outfit was also personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic red and black look. The sharp contrasts, reminiscent of a blazing fire in the deep night, imbued with a dangerous allure. The combination of the long trench coat with skin-tight combat gear emphasizes his lean figure and is the perfect fusion
Sure.
of attractiveness and strength.
You got that right. Director, show us the game footage already.
Oke. Ya. Dan nggak copy batnya tai. Kalau ada Vogue. I am the ball of my soul. Let's go. Oh my
So
god.
that's how
Let's
limited
go,
time works?
Acha.
Oh, quite impressive indeed. After all, Archer is a seasoned
He
veteran
said the
of war.
thing. He
I
said
am
the
the bone
thing.
of my sword.
I am the ball of my
That scene
soul.
sure brings back a lot of memories.
I agree.
Well then, let's take a look at Archer's combat performance in detail.
Okay, Archer is a quantum character following the path of the hunt. When he uses his basic
Quantum
attack,
hunt,
Archer
okay.
can deal damage to one designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
Archer pakai pisau anjir.
But
Pakai
Archer
pedang.
hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Pentagon. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit connection state, dealing damage to one designated enemy. While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not end after he uses his skill.
What?
And he can continue to use his skill until he runs out of skill points.
Heads up. The more times you
Wah, bisa keselam panah anjir.
damage Archer deals to enemies. After all, everyone knows that a dual-wielding fighter who can't use their noble phantasm isn't a good archer. When using his ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate unlimited blade wax, dealing damage to one enemy.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him special charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering one skill
Main eye-nya
for the
true,
team.
bukan false.
In that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't help himself and had to use his favorite.
Berarti bagus ya
He
buat
uses
yang
his
reset
technique to
itu
enter battle.
skill
Archer
skill
will deal
point.
damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's introduction. Now, I have big news for everyone.
Iya, gratis kan?
The event starts on July 11th and until the end of version 3.6, Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the limited 5-star collab character Archer for free.
Dua version anjir eventnya.
Every adventure that the Trailblazers
3.4 sampai 3.6. 3 berarti 3 ya. 3 version.
Sung throughout the
34, 35, 36.
We also hope that your encounter
Till the end of version 3.6 berarti 34, 35, 36. Iya sih.
will bring you all
3 version.
wonderful memories in the days to come.
Oh, dapat gross materialnya juga sampai level
Free new
60.
limited 5-star character
Pretty
mentioned
good.
during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually, there's even more.
Ada lagi.
Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free.
What? Ada lagi? Siapa anjir?
Keep our eyes on the present for now. I'm not quite done yet.
Limited 5-star for free lagi nanti, oke.
Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for Archer.
Wow, how thoughtful.
Yeah, this version's got a lot of characters to level up after all.
All right, now let's check out the banner details. Once the collab starts on July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior.
Collaboration
and the
warp.
Wood of my sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters Saber and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone collaboration warp, Trailblazers can get the limited 5-star Light Cone.
Bagus juga itu art itu ya LC-nya nih.
Birth of a
Damn.
King, and the limited 5-star Light Cone, the Hell Where Ideals Burn from Red Radiance of Fuyuki. In addition, pin accounts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners, but neither carries over to other types of warps.
Okay.
It's worth mentioning here that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long-term after the event starts.
Does long-term mean even after versions
Iya,
3.4,
tiga version kan
3.6
tadi. Berarti tiga version ada terus.
Archer and the limited 5-star Lycones.
Exactly. These collab banners will run across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Oh, nice.
And here's one more piece of news for you all. Throughout the entire duration of version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special discounts.
I
After the
see.
collab event starts, when Trailblazers spend the designated number of Star Rail special passes,
Kalau udah ngegacha 200 full dapat
5-star Light Cone
LC yang Archer gratis. What the fuck?
Throughout all of version 3.4? In other words, after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts, any Star Rail special passes used in the banners for Finan or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Oh, yeah!
And now, as the collab kicks off, the voice actors for Saber and Archer have some things they'd like to say to all of us. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back to hear their special messages.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。
セイバーAyaka-san
スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私もとてもワクワクしています。
ワクワク。
この2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセイバーの姿は厳しい冒険の中でも前へと進み続ける開拓者の姿と似ているのではないかなと思いました。収録中はフェイトとスターレールの世界観が混ざり合い、新たな魅力が生まれていくのを感じました。あまり多くは話せないのですが、セイバーがスターレールの世界でどのように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。このコラボがたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中で、あなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会えますように。それでは最後に、開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
Oh my god, she said a thing.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。フェイトステイナイトでアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏訪部純一です。崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い騎兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていただいたんですが、アンリミテッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや、気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、絶対にプレイしてくださいね。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
Alright! Big thanks to our voice actors for those thoughtful messages. With the Honkai Star Rail and Face Day Night Unlimited Blade Works collab about to launch, we want to take this opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this collaboration. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Kinoko Nazu and Mr. Takashi Takeuchi for their unwavering support from the earliest planning stages to the final implementation. And thank you to the Animation Production Committee and everyone else involved for all their hard work on this collab.
Y'all are much appreciated.
Honestly, it's only with this kind of dedication that we can bring you all the ultimate joy!
In order to showcase the Holy Grail War from multiple angles and levels, the organizers say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate's Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze of Penacony. The Trailblazer met the red-haired Lancer destined to cross their path. He stepped forward,
red-haired Lancer,
and uttered that iconic line.
The goddess of beauty is the most peerless
of
them all.
Red-haired Lancer. You got it. After the sweet dreams in the Holy Grail War, Genius Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail. Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate's Stay Night, Trailblazers will face off against many familiar and old friends in intense what? V1 battles! Each contestant starts with unique skills and a set amount of health. Losing around means losing health. And when your health hits 0, you're out.
Is there a smart way to beat your opponents?
At the start of the game, Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant different buffs. You can merge identical pieces to upgrade them. The higher the piece's rarity, the stronger the buff. Pieces of the same class have bonds between them too. Collect enough pieces of the same class, and you activate special bond effects that give you a serious boost in battle.
Looks like bonds are super important in this Holy Grail War, huh?
Absolutely. And that's not all. Trailblazers can also acquire noble phantasms for extra help.
Weapon caster.
Trailblazers can have the chance to get 3 command spells. Using these spells grants additional buffs.
Command spells, huh? Well, I'm curious. What role is the Trailblazer playing this time?
God
It's
damn.
player.
This Grail feels kind of off. Forking hell. Could it be corrupted?
You right on the money. Trailblazers can increase the Holy Grail's corruption level to unlock extra buff mechanics.
What?
Higher the corruption level, the more points you earn when you win. Heads up, raising corruption level also powers up your enemies. So watch your step, Trailblazers.
Oh, but don't worry too much. After all, this is a reality show competition, and just for entertainment.
Fucking hell.
The organizers of Fate's Day Night have also prepared a special Protected Mode competition. In Protected Mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters, and enemy strength is toned down.
Protected mode biasa yang gampang.
Trailblazers can jump in and fully enjoy the Holy Grail War
Iya,
experience.
Exactly.
buat yang baru
Production
main.
team cordially invites everyone watching to stay the night. Experience some epic battle action.
And score yourself some stellar jades and other awesome rewards.
Okay. Sure,
Now,
sure.
just a quick reminder, this Honkai Star Rail and Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration is split into 2 parts. The Trailblazer Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail.
Sweet Dream and the Holy
event,
Grail.
Fate's Day Night.
Ah,
The
jadi
Fate's
dua
Day
ya.
Night event will open for play on July 11th. The 2 programs stand on their own, so Trailblazers can dive into each separately.
Awesome! So much content!
All right.
Sure.
Big thanks again to our 2 guests. That wraps up today's Fate collab update.
Okay,
Presenter.
not bad.
Your mission is complete.
It's all part of the job.
Part of the
Thank you
job.
for the Trailblazers. So Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
We hope you'll stay the night.
Bye-bye.
See you next time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
Okay, see you next time. Oh, mantap. Bar. Oke. Pretty good ini. Damn. Bener kan tadi ada laser di trailernya?
神々よ
Mana tadi
折
laser?
々を収め
Ada laser nih, bentar. Ah.
あなたが私の地よ
Oh, itu laser. Itu laser. Laser. There it is.
ジャークを打ち滅ぼせ
Laser. Sambut heal.
セイバー汝は海
ラストの
の
オブヘル
を訪れるまで灼熱の
両者が全てを手に入れ死者を花から呼び出す
Laser again. Laser. There we go. Berarti nanti paling di yang selanjutnya paling. Kan katanya dari 3.4
Bunyi.
3.4 sampai 3.6.
っていくのかぜひ
Lama kan
フェイ
berarti.
トと
Ya udah itu mah pasti berapa patch di patch selanjutnya paling. Oh my god, ya, bingung ya gacha Painon apa Saber. Bingung masih. Ya begitulah sebagai free to play player bingung. Gimana ntar aja dah. Gimana ntar aja. Buat sekarang udah dulu dah, udah. Oh my god. Bagus, lumayan lah, lumayan. Satu buat, pretty good. Bye everybody, goodbye. Udah dulu kita.